Hello everyone, this is Mr. Mendoza. We're going to look at 5-112A. So here we need to find the area and the perimeter. Let's start with the area. So notice here on the area, the first step we're going to do is we're going to add the bottom and the top, the base and the top. So the first thing we're going to do is we add the bottom and the top. So remember, we need to line up place value. So we have 15 and 14 hundredths plus 4. So we need to put the 4 in the ones place. You can go ahead and put a decimal point and annex 2 zeros here. Go ahead and add 19 and 14 hundredths. Our second step is we need to divide by 2. 19 and 14 hundredths is our dividend. Our divisor is going to be 2. Okay, let's begin dividing. So how many complete groups of 2 can we take out of 19? So we could take 9 complete groups out, which is 18. Here we have 1. We're going to go ahead and place our decimal point in the quotient. Let's continue. How many complete groups can we take out of 11? We can take 5. Subtract 14. 7 complete groups. So now we have 9 and 57 hundredths. What we need to do now, our last step, is we're going to multiply by the height. Here we have our height is 5. So we have 9 and 57 hundredths times 5. When we're multiplying, we can go ahead and multiply as if this is 957 times 5. So basically, we do not need to line up place value. Notice here the 5 is in the hundredths place, not under the ones place. We're going to go ahead and multiply as if this is 957, and then put the place value back in afterwards. 5 times 7, 5 times 5 plus 3, 5 times 9 plus 2. Okay, so notice here we have 2 place values to the right of the decimal point. So in our product, we need 2 place values to the right of the decimal point. 1, 2. Okay, so let's go ahead and write that. So our area equals 47 and 85 hundredths inches squared. For our perimeter, we need to add, as opposed to adding the inside, we'll call it the outside. So let's go ahead and see what our side lengths are. We have a 4. You can start it on any side length. We have 7, 8. We have 15 and 14 hundredths. So notice here we have a 5 in the ones place. This is the ones place right here. So 15 and 14 hundredths. Here I could annex zeros, put a decimal point and annex zeros. I could also go, well, I have 4, I have 1, I have 0 here, nothing. Decimal point, separating the wholes and the parts. Now we can go ahead and add 11, 19, 24, 34. So our perimeter equals 34 and 14 hundredths inches. You can put a box around that. Very good. Let's continue. On B, so here we have our parallelogram. So with our parallelogram, we're going to multiply the base times the height. Okay, so here we have area equals base times height. Our base 22 centimeters. We'll put our units on after. Our height is 17. So here, the base, the height, they're perpendicular to each other, forms like a T. Perpendicular to each other. So we can go ahead and multiply this out. So let's go ahead and show the work here. So 14 plus 1, annex your 0, 2, and 2. Okay, 374. All right, so we have area equals 374 centimeters squared. Our perimeter, we need to add up all the side lengths. We have 22 centimeters. This side length is the same as this one here. They have equivalent length. They're parallel with each other, so it's two groups of 22. We have 18. This left side is the same length as the right, so that's two groups of 18. Okay, let's add it up. We have basically have a group of 10 and another group of 10, so that's 20. Three groups of 2, 6, plus 2 more, 80. Perimeter equals 80 centimeters. Very good. Let's continue on our next one. Okay, good. Here we have our final shape. We have our triangle. So letter C needs to be drawn out. Okay, first step. We need to do base times height. Then after we'll divide by 2. Okay, base times height. I'll go ahead and write our formula up here. Area equals base times height divided by 2. Base, 16 millimeters. Height, so usually our vertical. It's perpendicular to our base. Remember, forming that T. You can see like there's a T there. Upside down, if you will. 6. Okay, let's multiply that out. 16 times 6. 96. So far, we get 96. We'll put our units on after. Now, our next step, we need to divide by 2. Okay, how many complete groups of 2 can we take out of 9? 4. How many complete groups can we take out of 16? 8. Good. Area equals 48 millimeters squared. Good. Okay, now our perimeter. 3 sides. We have 8, 12. Line up your place value. 8 ones, 2 ones, and 2 tenths. 12 and 2 tenths. 16. 6 ones, 1 10. I'm going to go ahead and annex a 0 here. I'm going to do that up here also. Notice here we could annex a 0 as a placeholder. We have 0 tenths, 0 tenths, 2 tenths. Decimal point separates our parts from our wholes. 10, 6, 16. Good. So perimeter equals 36 and 2 tenths millimeters. There you go. Excellent. Keep on working.